Welcome to Crazy Shit in Real Estate, a weekly podcast where I walk you through some of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll hear from the world of real estate. If you like real estate and you love crazy, this is the podcast for you. Before we get any further into this episode, I've got some information to share.
Oh, it's true. Real estate is super competitive and harder than you expected. That's why I created Leigh Brown University. It's everything you need to take you from point A to point whatever your goal is. You could be new to the business or a seasoned vet. I'll help you break through to the next level so that your professional life can look exactly like you desire. Enroll in Leigh Brown University today. I'll help you get there.
One of the other things I was going to recommend too is for agents to use secure passwords on their email accounts. I don't know if...
You're so hopeful.
Well, I know, but the problem is agents will get lazy and use like a Gmail or one of their older accounts. They'll funnel emails into like that old AOL account or that old Google account. And then they use some crappy password on it. And then it gets hacked. And then they store all of this information and wonder why cyber criminals got a hold of their banks and all that. That was the crazy shit story I was going to share.
Oh, well, tell that one now. we make this a long episode because we've just dived off into some more helpful information.
So there's multiple agents.
Easy to talk to on this. This is your own fault.
Yes. There's multiple agents that I run into that use the same passwords for their email accounts. And so what will happen is that they'll use something that ties to them via social media. And I will tell you, don't think that if you're an agent, cyber criminals aren't looking at your social media accounts. There is so much money to be made in real estate transactions. Cyber criminals target that industry relentlessly. So if you're an agent out there using weak passwords for your accounts, you've got to stop and you've got to use the account for your real estate office and not that crappy old, I should say shitty old AOL Gmail account, and just use your domain, because those accounts, meaning the free email accounts, are easier to get into as opposed to your own domain. So stop it and stop storing personal information in your email. Please, for the love of God, you got to stop.
You're like my spirit animal because I tell people all the time to watch that old Bob Newhart clip, Stop It. Have you seen that? You
Yes.
It's the best ever. But can you just say it one more time for the people in the back that Gmail is not your friend when it comes to your real estate business? And if you have an AOL address, we're totally judging you.
Right. That's exactly right. Now, keep in mind that if you're paying for a Gmail account and you have a domain, you're good. Any free email account, you've got to stop it. And quit using it. Yes. Yes. Yahoo. Yes. MSN, Hotmail, Outlook.com, all of it. You got to stop it. You're a business professional. Use your business email and keep personal information out of it.
This is my favorite. You're so calm talking about parent stuff because obviously that's your TV thing. We get you talking about emails and you're like, stop it. I love this. I like this version of Burton. Now you're on fire like that screen behind you.
Well, I think part of the challenge is that on a daily basis, we get people that get hacked. And like I said at the beginning, that 99% of cybercrime requires user interaction. So it's you, not because someone hacked into your device. And I think we probably put it off on, well, someone must have hacked in my device. It wasn't my fault. But no, it was your fault because you did something stupid and now you're in trouble. And who wants to be the real estate agent that has to go back to someone and say, yeah, sorry, I lost your stuff, or your personal information's out there.
That was one of my good realtor friends. One of her clients got scammed through wire fraud for over $100,000 and she just couldn't sleep. And it wasn't even her fault. And she was so distraught over it because realtors get very wrapped up in their client's business, as you know. And that's where you think about what Burton just said, y'all. You can stop most of this by having a better email and then not clicking on the stuff that you get unless you know where it's coming from. And if you're not sure, pick up that trusty phone and call and say, hey, did you send me this? Because if they didn't, then don't click on it.
Same thing for agents talking to their buyers and sellers. That's very good advice. If something comes through goofy, pick up the phone and call. You've got to be available as far as your buyers and sellers. I mean, I'm not saying agents aren't, But at the same time, when it comes to cybercrime, you've got to be a little bit more available.
Be savvy and available. How about that?
Savvy and available is good advice.
There's your new tagline, is just be savvy and available, and you're only one Google search away from everything you've ever done. And stop it. This is like Burton's t-shirt slogans of the day.
Yes,
I'm thinking
exactly.
There's a side business.
Oh, you're enjoying this little clip? Well, the rest of the story is available on any of your podcast apps. Just go search for and subscribe to Crazy Shit in Real Estate with Leigh Brown.